after the last episode, as I said, I wanted to update my island. As you can see, I have expanded it quite a bit. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, and it's actually a dark and rainy night, which is not perfect, but will continue. So all I've done is just expanded it with the grass that I've made from the nature essence, and then I use the arcane stone from my magic pouch, and I've expanded it like this. I've also made these, which are framed slants from Block Craftery. All you need to do to make them is 4 sticks in the corner, makes 2 of these frame blocks. Now with these frame blocks, you can put them like that and you actually make 4 slants, and then you pop them down and then you right click them with any of the item that you wanted it to look like. So in this case it was arcane stone, and it will turn the slant into that. I also made these floating islands around the corners of each corner of my island, and the good thing about these is that you can actually just walk across them, because it does act like another block. Even though it looks like there's a gap there, you can still just walk on them. So I've expanded it just to make a bit more space. I tried to make it a little bit more prettier. The only problem is I've done the corners here, and I can actually fall straight down there. So I'd have to, I will at a later date probably change this and make it look a little bit better, so I don't fall down. Same here as well, so I need to be careful with that. I did plant some more trees, some more normal wood trees, and then some more of the mysterious wood, because I did need them to make some more of the slants. I also used them to make these chests. So in here I've got all my food, in here I have all my building materials, and then in here I've got all my random stuff that I tend to get out of cosmetic crates and things. I've also put the crafting slab here, because the thing is with the crafting slab, this is the one we made when we made the purple. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. When we made the purple, where is it? There we go, the perfect crafting table, that actually gave me a crafting slab. Now, if I took that crafting slab and I did that, it does actually access all this. So I don't need to actually put that in my inventory. It actually accessed the hungry chest, so it's a lot easier for me. Now because, another thing that I did, just to let you know as well that I have been very noobish. I have actually done this video once before, but unfortunately my audio didn't record, so I am going through it. So you will notice in the quest book we have completed this, but on this I have done this downside, this side here. So all I've done is I've just literally just thrown it all away. So we're going to start from scratch again, but what I did is I moved all this over here. So last episode we made the shard picking table, and we also made the shard dust picker holder, and all it was crushing the crystals that we made, and it actually made these. So I crushed a few more of the crystals, and this is what I got out of it, and then I was able to make the rest of these holders. Now all you need to do with these holders is get some of the mysterious dust. I'll just pick this quickly. Mysterious dust. Now I'll go for it. All you need to do is right click it, and it will cycle through every single one of them. So all you need to do is put the mysterious dust in the top like that, and then just right click it with the wand of your choice, and then you will get a random amount of shards. And shift right click to pop it back on there. And that's all you do to get the shards. So because I got those shards, I actually opened up these on the left hand side here, which then gave me these crates. Now I haven't opened them because I wanted to do that while I was recording. So I built a crate with some iridescent logs, some more iridescent logs, another chisel, a food crate with more footlongs, and then 2 cosmetic crates of glasses and an eerie mask. Now, oh, by the way, I still have got my potato people here, so I'm going to take your glasses off, see what you look. You've got an eerie mask on. So yeah, lovely. So I'm going to pop these in here along with the wood and put the footlongs in there. So what I will do is I'll take some of these potato skins with me, and then what I'll do is continue on with the quest book. Now, as I say, I've already done this, but I'm going to go through it all again so you've not missed anything. So the coring recipes. So shards can be infused into core blocks, then place the required blocks placed around on any side touching the core to transform the core block into the needed block. Note, you will notice that the blocks you place around the core block will start to pop out. That's normal and part of the infusion process. You can use core stabilizer blocks to stop blocks from popping out. Now, that just seems like gobbledygook. It's not very well worded, but once I get into it, you'll see how really simple and easy it is. So first of all, we need a rock core. Now, to make a rock core, really simple. All you need is stone slabs and heavy ingots. Now, we have some of them, so we'll take some heavy ingots here, and then we'll take some slabs and some of this stone. Might take a little bit more because we're going to make quite a few of them. So slabs again, all you need to do is just place them across the middle like that. Then all you'll need to do is, it was a rock core, wasn't it? Yeah. So get the rock core. I do have it on my cheat sheet, but the problem is, because I've got this inventory here, it's actually hiding my cheat sheet. So I might have to rethink where that goes. So rock core. So he actually makes 4 as well. So I'm going to make 8. Pop the rest of this stuff in here. So that was the rock cores. Okay, so we're going to continue on. So to make a block of iron, if you click on the iron, you see all these recipes at the top here. We want this one. This is coring recipes. So all you need is a rock core, any of these items that it's cycling through, so cobblestone, stone, sandstone and iron, and also one of the shards that you've got. So I'm going to show you. So we'll take a bit of cobblestone, pop over here. Now I'm going to put 2 of these down. You can do as many as you want. You can either do 1, or you could do it into a diamond shape. And I'm going to take 2 of these, and I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm going to pop a little bit of this cobblestone back because it's just going to cause more problems, and leave 1 in my inventory, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm going to right click the shards on here, and then I'm going to pop the cobblestone down, and you'll see that it keeps popping off. Now if I still had the cobblestone in my inventory and I was to hold down right click like I am now, it'll just want to keep putting the cobblestone down in random places, so you'll probably get cobblestone on top of cobblestone and things like that. So it's best just to leave 1 on your hotbar in your inventory, and then so when it pops off you can automatically just right click it back into place. Now you can see all the particles moving around. I know the rain's not exactly helping, but it does eventually turn into blocks of iron. Now the problem is my wooden paxel is not going to break that. It's going to break that, but it's not going to break this. So I need to get some better tools. So all I can do at the moment is have stone. So I'm going to make, it looks amazing in this texture pack, a stone pickaxe. So here's my stone pickaxe, and I'm going to get my iron. Now you can make things called core stabilizers. Now this stops the core bit, the cobblestone that I was using, from popping off. Now there's light, medium and heavy. So a light one gives you 30% chance to stop it from popping out. It must be placed in the dirt. So I'd get rid of this piece of dirt, pop it down there, and I'd pop my cobblestone on top, and it gives it 30% chance of it not popping out. That's the light one. The medium one gives it a 60% chance, and then the heavy one gives it a 100% chance. The only problem is, to make them, it's quite difficult. So you need the heavy ingots, which isn't too bad, gold, which we haven't got at the moment, mist rods filled obviously with your soul, and then these azure machine cases. So to make them you need azure ingots, lapis, which we haven't got lapis yet, and then these, which are crystal catalysts, which require all the different shards and another crystal. Now we will have to get to this pretty soon, but all it is taking one of your normal crystals and throwing it into a nether portal. That's all it is. So we will eventually have to make a nether portal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these iridescent logs and I'm going to make another chest just so I can pop. I'm going to pop it up there and I'm going to pop all the stuff that I get out of my cores into there for now. So the next one is soul sand. Now the only problem is we have now, we go to our coring recipe, you need quartz or soul sand. At the moment I've got none of those, so I can't do anything. You can use soul dust, which is crushing soul sand. Again, we haven't got soul sand, so we can't use that. So it's a bit, you can't do anything unless you get another portal where that's concerned, or continue on to the rest of the quest book here where you can get netherrack and quartz and stuff like that. But at the moment we're going to skip that and we'll come back to that in a minute. So the next one we need is a bone block. So again, we'll go to the coring recipes. All you need is some glass and a shard of the born light. So we do have a little bit of glass. We did have a little bit of glass, but I used it last episode and I didn't replace it. So we need to go back. So glass, let's just quickly make this. You need to smelt this, which is that. So let's get 2 of them. See, it automatically pulls it from there, so you don't need it in your inventory. So I'm going to pop it in there, and as soon as that pops out, I'm going to take one of them. All you do is you hover over it, and instead of left clicking, you right click just to take one. So it was the white one, shard of the born light. And then all I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to place one, and then the shard of the born light, and then glass. There we go. So you can see the particles again, and it popped straight back off into my inventory. All I need to do is just right click it back down. So all I'm doing at the moment is just hovering over it and then right clicking, holding right click down, so it automatically just puts it down. Now this will turn it into a bone block. The only problem is it's glass, so we might need to get our obsidian displacer and then pick that back up. So that was the bone block. I'm just going to quickly get my obsidian displacer to pick up that bit of glass, and then I can pick up this bone block. So that's the bone block. See, the one thing I'm not worried about is all these rewards, you get 1 iron for an iron block. Bone block, you get a bone. You know, it's not something to worry about at this point. So I'm going to pop the glass in there, the bone block in there. Now the next one is to make a mutation paste block. Now it's saying if you put fertile soil next to a rock core with a shard of the pure giver, you'll get a mutation paste. Or, simple way, just craft it like that. Saves a rock core and it saves your shard. So I do have some mutation paste. Oh, wasn't enough. There we go. So that makes a mutation paste block. So that's that one, and all you'll get from that is just 1 mutation paste. I'll pop that in there. The next one is a block of coal. Now coal, we have no access to coal at the moment, so there's nothing we can do. Simple, we can't do anything, so we have to do this. All you need is some wood and a shard of the soil of fire. So I have some wood in here. Oh, I can put my displacer back because I don't need that. So I'm going to pop that down and get the shard of the soil of fire. Right click it onto there, put my wood down. Again, I'm just hovering over my first part, my first empty slot in my hotbar, because the wood's going to pop straight back off and go into that slot, and I'm just literally holding down right click. Again, if you have more than one of this item in your inventory, it's obviously going to automatically pop to that. So make sure you've just got one of the items, and it's a lot easier to do. So there we go. So there is our block of coal. Come on. It's taking a while to break, but there we go. We got a block of coal. And again, as a reward, you would get 1 coal chunk. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to pop that back in there. Now, this next one you might like, I'm going to quickly skip the gold one and go to compressed clay. Now, compressed clay is pretty simple. All you need for a coring recipe is a rock core. There's no stabilizer, no catalyst here, and it automatically gives you compressed clay. All you need is a shard of the root of life, and I will show you what I mean. So there's the shard of the root of life. Pop down a rock core, hit it with that, and it just automatically pulls it from the air. So you don't need to be standing here right clicking to get the item to stay. So there we go. So that's a block of clay. Pop that in there. Now gold, for the gold one, all you need is the rock core. You need a shard of the shining dawn and a block of iron. So we've just done iron, so let me get a block of iron, then get shard of the shining dawn, pop down my rock core, right click my shard on it, and there we go. Again, I'm standing close to it so I can suck it back up. Well, it doesn't matter if I stand next to it because I've got the magnet pouch on, and then just simply holding down right click so it stays there. Now, the only problem that we have now is that we've got the stone pickaxe to pick up the iron. Perfect. We haven't got anything to pick up the gold. So what I will have to do, pick that up. Over here, pop that in there. Well, actually, I've just popped that in there when I'm going to need it, because I need to make an iron pickaxe. So there we go, iron pickaxe. It's not great, but we need to use it. There we are. So that's the gold. So because I didn't do that on my last recording, it's just done there, and you get 1 gold ingot out of that. So I'm going to pop that in there, and because we finished with that for now, I'm going to pop that in there. I am also going to pop that in there and use this one for now. Yeah, I'll do that. So the next part of the quest, now this is where it's going to get quite tricky. So for the next part of the quest, you need a warm core. Now to get a warm core, which I'm going to stick up in the top right hand corner, which no, I'm not, to be honest, obtained by right clicking a heat block with a flint and steel. Just be careful. So if down here I type in heat block, you'll see it will come up here. Now to make a heat block, that's what I'm going to stick up the top here, is bricks, terracotta, and this nether crystals. Again, as I was saying, all you need to do is throw a crystal into a nether portal. Now we haven't got a nether portal. Now to make a nether portal you need obsidian, and the only way we can make obsidian is with the amplifying tube. So all we need to do is put cobblestone down here until it turns into lava, and then leaves so it turns into water. So you have a lava water source, you pop water onto it, and it turns into obsidian. Now I'm not going to sit there and keep messing around. What I'm going to do, what I like to do, is make this item, and it's actually a tank. Now you can make the one from open blocks, but unfortunately that does require obsidian. We don't have that. That's what we're trying to make. So this fluid tank from End.io, all it requires is iron, iron bars, and some glass. So I'm going to take my iron. I know I can make a few more, so it's not a problem. I'm going to make my iron bars, and then I'm going to make my fluid tank. Now that's just one at the moment because I left my glass in here. I'm going to make 2 of these. Now the reason I'm making 2 is simply because I want to fill one with water, and then I want to fill one with lava. I just went blank then. I don't know what it was called. So what I'm going to do is pop this over here. So you'll see it says empty on it, 0 of 16,000 millibuckets. Now I know it says millibuckets, but it's buckets. So in here I'll be able to get 16 buckets of lava or water or any other fluid. So I'm going to have one for lava and this one for fluid. Now I need a bucket. Now I've just used all my iron nuggets, so that means I am simply going to coring recipes, there we go. So I need the iron one, which was any stone and a shard of the sacred land. So I've got stone. I'm going to pop that back in there because it'll be easier. Shard of the sacred land. Do that again, stand close to it and right click it. And this will give me my iron block so I can make a bucket. It shouldn't take too long, particles will go in. The only problem is the amplifying tube does need sunlight to actually work, so it's going to be a little bit trickier because it is in the middle of the night. So we'll have to have a look at that. So there we go. So let's get my cobblestone back out. Let's just make a bucket. There. So I'll pop over here. Let's take that down. It might work a bit, it might not. It might take a while because, as I say, it is the middle of the night. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to fill this up with lava and I'm going to fill this up with water using the leaves. It is going to take a little while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode there. And what I'll do is forgot I put these glasses on. So what I'll do is I will wait until the next episode before I do any more. I'll just gather this lava, I'll make some obsidian, and I'll set up somewhere to actually do the nether portal, but I won't actually go in until the next episode. So thanks guys for watching. If you have any tips or comments, please let me know in the comment section below. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you all later. Bye.